Have you ever heard of a mysterious region in the middle of the ocean? A place where ships and planes vanish without a trace. This area is known as the Devil's Sea, or the Dragon's Triangle. It is also called the Bermuda Triangle of the Pacific. Today, I will take you into a mysterious stretch of the Pacific, located about 100 kilometers east of Japan. People are terrified of passing through here, and the story behind it will shock you. This region covers an area of roughly 500,000 to 1 million square kilometers. If hearing this immediately makes you think of the Bermuda Triangle, these two triangles are actually located on opposite sides of the Earth. Furthermore, both are crossed by the 25th parallel north. So, the question is, why is this area so dangerous? Why do the ships and planes passing through here disappear forever? In Japanese mythology, legends about this sea have circulated for thousands of years. It is said that a giant dragon-like creature lives on the seabed, ruling over the entire region. This is why it is called the Dragon's Triangle. But this sea became famous, not just because of legends, but because of real events that took place. The area truly entered the public eye in August 1945. At that time, a Japanese military aircraft was flying south from Tokyo toward the Philippines. Suddenly, it lost contact with the control tower. The pilot's final words were, "The sky is becoming very strange. The sky is ripping open." What exactly was happening to the sky? Following that, the plane vanished forever. After this incident, a series of bizarre events occurred in this sea, one after another. By 1952, the Japanese government, hoping to solve the mystery, dispatched a military research vessel named the Kaiyo Maru No. As a result, this ship also completely disappeared in this area. All 31 researchers on board were lost. Not a single trace was left behind. The Japanese government claimed the ship might have sunk due to an underwater volcanic eruption, but no wreckage was ever found. At the time, Japan's largest newspaper, the Yomiuri Shimbun, published a map of the area. They revealed that between 1945 and 1950, at least 9 ships have gone missing there. On January 4th, 1955, but 12 days later, the ship reappeared. Eerily, the people on board were completely unaware they had been missing from radar for so long. Some reports also claimed that some crew members made bizarre statements that could not be verified. Slowly, this region became a part of popular culture. In the 1970s, the New York Times named it the Devil's Sea. Since then, movies based on this theme have appeared endlessly, such as Godzilla. In 1999, American paranormal author Charles Berlitz wrote a book about this mysterious sea. The title was The Dragon's Triangle. The book documented numerous ships that vanished there. From then on, the Dragon's Triangle became as popular in Western pop culture as the Bermuda Triangle. But then, American author Larry Kush stepped forward. He published a book that debunked all the rumors surrounding the Bermuda Triangle. His point was that disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle were no more frequent than in any other sea in the world. In the same book, he also mentioned the Devil's Sea and the Dragon's Triangle, directly questioning many of Charles Berlitz's claims. Larry wrote several letters to Japanese government officials, asking 2 questions. First, did Japan truly designate a no-go zone for ships? Second, regarding those missing ships mentioned in Berlitz's book, what was the actual truth? The Japanese government's reply completely overturned Berlitz's claims. There's no such thing as a Devil's Sea, no Dragon's Triangle, and certainly no official no-go zone. So why was it called the Danger Zone? The so-called Danger Zone wasn't some massive, mysterious triangle. It was just a small area of sea near a specific Japanese island. the reason had nothing to do with the supernatural. There are underwater volcanoes and submerged reefs here. Ships often hit these reefs and sink. As for the stories of those 9 missing large ships, the government explained they weren't large ships. They were just small fishing boats. Furthermore, they went missing during powerful typhoons. Yet Berlitz wrote in his book that the sea was calm at the time. Did Berlitz fabricate facts in his book? Is the Dragon's Triangle just a work of fiction? But within this Dragon's Triangle, there lies a secret that even science cannot deny. That is, near Yonaguni Island, about 550 kilometers west of Japan, an ancient city sleeps on the seabed. It is hailed as one of the greatest discoveries in the history of underwater archaeology. In 1987, several divers were diving near Yonaguni Island. At a depth of about 80 meters, they discovered an extremely strange structure. It looked completely unlike a natural formation. The stepped platforms and rock walls all appeared to have been meticulously and systematically cut and polished. Research confirmed this structure is between 5,000 and 6,000 years old. The problem is, humans of that era lacked the technology to cut and transport such massive stones. Furthermore, if this was a city, why did it sink to the bottom of the sea? To this day, no one has provided a definitive answer. And this ruin happens to be located within the bounds of the Dragon's Triangle. Larry's explanation for the missing ships is logically acceptable. But regarding this underwater ruin, no one has been able to provide a conclusive explanation. Not only that, but the words of that pilot who went missing in 1945 remain unexplained by science to this day. Perhaps it really is all just rumors. Perhaps the truth is as mundane as Larry wrote in his book. But it's also possible that this sea truly hides certain secrets, that the Japanese government is intentionally covering up. However, at present, no official government or scientific agency acknowledges that the Devil's Sea is a dangerous forbidden zone. Frequent accidents here are most likely caused by extreme weather and geomagnetic anomalies. In fact, this region is considered one of Earth's 12 vile vortices. Vile vortices are hypothesized supernatural energy points on Earth. Various anomalies occur there due to geomagnetic field distribution. The Bermuda Triangle is also one of these 12 vertices. In September 2024, a book was published detailing these 12 mysterious locations, including the Nazca Lines, the Alaska Triangle, the Giza Plateau, and the Dragon's Triangle. So, is the Dragon's Triangle truly unfathomable? Or is it just a puzzle of nature that remains unsolved? What do you think?